Hello, how are you? Welcome to another episode of Stays Between Us. I'm joined by a really good friend of mine and my sisters as well. Her name is Raziye. Raziye has been in New Zealand for 13 years now, and she's Persian as well. She travels the world all the time, so finally she's here in New Zealand. So I was like, let's do it. Let's do this. She's been in banking in the money laundering section, right? So she
Yes.
knows a little bit about that. But today is not even about any of those. Today is the first time I have a Persian guest that we can educate people more about the culture, the life, just everything in Persian. So please, how are you?
Hey, it's gonna be so much fun here.
100%.
Thanks for inviting me.
No,
It's such
thanks
a
for coming.
pleasure. I'm happy to be here, and let's just have a great time.
Yeah, 100%. How you been?
Being pretty,
Been pretty.
pretty good.
Pretty good?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, all over the place, but fun.
Finally
Yeah.
here in New Zealand, having fun.
I know, right? It's just like
Are you
so
enjoying?
confusing, going everywhere, like being in different countries, and coming back to New Zealand is funny.
Is it? Why is it funny?
Again, I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah, she's leaving soon as well.
Literally in
But
20 days, I think.
There's something poking my. Something poking me.
What have you? Oh my goodness, this is so funny. This is the funniest shit.
This is a sign that I'm a true Persian.
Addicted.
If you
Oh
know,
my
you know.
God.
If you know, you know what this is for. It's
Oh
not
my God.
drugs.
And
but-
it's
Why is
been
it in my
poking you.
pocket? Great start. Yeah. So New Zealand.
See, that's why it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna be
fun
really
time.
good.
Yeah.
But you told me that you had a tough time getting here.
don't
this
think
this is the worst thing. Oh
I don't
my
think so.
God.
This is gonna be, guys. I don't think so. This is gonna be a serious one. So it will be,
Well, no, it is gonna be 100%. It's gonna be serious. So,
yeah, fun time. Fun
let-
time.
let's get more
Let's
serious.
just do
Yeah.
that.
So you
Okay.
told me that you.
No, it will be like
Yeah.
honestly. Let's
I'm gonna
just
cut
do
this part out anyways. All right. So you told me you had a tough time getting to New Zealand.
Yeah, I came to New Zealand legally, absolutely legally. But
But I don't think it's a country that you can come here illegally.
you could,
How?
like the time I came here, it was the time that people could come here illegally.
Like
for
by
sure.
sea?
By the ship
Ships and stuff.
I would say you could come here and just introduce yourself as a refugee. But no, the way my mom has been here over 26 years.
Oh my goodness.
So, and I was living with my dad back then
Yeah. In Iran.
in Iran,
Yeah.
correct. And then he didn't let me go. So he loved me on his own way. So he didn't
Yeah.
want me to leave him. And he was always afraid of losing me as well. But that happened at the end.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
what a story. So did your family get separated?
yes, when I was 5 years old.
So when you were 5, they got separated, right?
Correct. So
And-
when
yeah.
they got divorced when I was 5 years old.
Okay.
And my mom came to New Zealand when I was 8 years old.
So like 3 years after that.
3 years after that. And then I came to New Zealand when I was 19. So literally 11 years after that.
Oh my goodness.
So I lived with my dad for 11 years.
Was it tough?
Like now I'm like older enough
Yeah.
just to just go past at it. But
Yeah.
yes, it was
It was
crazy.
kind of tough. I mean,
It
you
was
don't have your
tough.
mom as well.
He was pretty much like restricted dad, very
Yeah.
controlling, religious as well. So we
Oh.
didn't get along well.
Yeah.
He loved me. Don't get me wrong. I love him as well.
But in his
so-
own way.
in his own way.
Yeah.
So he was just trying to control me and especially pushing me to believe what he believed,
Yeah.
what he believes in, like religion
The
wise as
religion
well.
was,
Yeah. But my plan is funny. So I didn't want to come to New Zealand at all because I started going to university
Yeah.
and,
You had your life there.
it was like so much fun, you know,
Yeah.
like in Iran, until you finish your high school, it's only literally like only girls or only boys. So you
Yeah.
don't see them mixed up.
Yeah.
The only time you see them mixed up is when you go to university.
University, right?
So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yes.
Finally. The boys.
I know. I'm like, I'm having the best time. And my mom kept telling me, yeah, send me your documents. You know, I'm going to apply for your visa. I said,
Yeah.
no, I'm not coming. But out of nowhere, I decided to come.
Yeah.
So she applied. I got my visa in a week. And then I told my dad I'm going on a trip with university friends, like a 1 day or 2 days trip to a religion, like a very
Religious city. Yeah.
called
Yeah.
Qom.
Qom. Yeah. Yeah. It's a very religious city.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. And the reason you had to say is because I think you're not allowed to travel without your dad's permission, right?
Not within the country, that's fine.
Yeah.
I told him.
Outside.
Yeah. I told him I'm going on a trip, and he was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I had plan A, plan B, but but it's actually funny. So you're absolutely right. In Iran, you cannot get your passport. If you're a girl, a woman, you cannot get your passport without your dad's permission or your husband's permission,
Even after 18.
even after 18.
My goodness.
So that was a miracle that happened. When I turned 18,
Yeah.
it was like a week for me to turn 18.
Yeah.
There was a trial, like a law trial that happened. They said you can get
Just
your
one day.
no, honestly, that you could get your passport without your dad's permission or your husband's permission. Only 1 year trial, and it was a week for me to turn 18.
Oh, perfect timing.
I went to the embassy. I was like a little kid. Hey, can I get my passport without my dad's permission? And the guy there, he's like, how old are you? I said, I'm going to turn 18 next week. He said, come back next week. You're going to get your passport. My jaw dropped. I'm like, what?
Really?
I was so happy. I got my passport, and just consider this as a mission for me because my dad didn't know that I got my passport, right?
So your family got separated. Your dad's super religious. You're planning to go after 11 years. You can't even get out, but they do this trial for a year.
Yes.
And then you get your passport. And you can't even tell them that you're leaving, right?
No.
Because even if you get your passport and he knows that you're leaving, he can block that.
Yeah, he would have taken it away from me.
So he still had that power. Like in
Yes,
Iran,
he
men
could.
have that power to take
he
that
could,
away.
Yeah, he could do that.
So what did you do?
So it was very funny. Imagine like he's a religious man, right?
Yeah.
Every time, even TV time, we were watching TVs, and they were showing Mecca or like some religious countries, and then he would be like, "Let's go there." Like next week, should we go there? Should we go to Mecca together? And deep down, I was frightened. I was like, oh my God, if he finds out that I have a passport, he will literally kill me.
Yeah.
And I said, every time he brought this up, I said, Dad, I think I'm not there emotionally yet. I kept saying,
the spiritual wall is not connecting right now.
I know. I said, I need to just, finish my university first, then I'll pray more. And then I'll just get there emotionally. So honestly, I had to keep postponing it, I believe. So, and then he didn't find out. So my mom applied. I got my visa. The story is a longer story. If I wanted to write a book about my life, honestly, you would just love that. But longer story short, I emptied my whole closet. I wrote a letter for him, left it in an empty closet, locked it at the key in the drawer. And then I get out of the country, and my mom calls my uncle, which is my dad's brother, who they were living a level behind at the lower than us, and then like in the same apartment, same building. And my mom calls my uncle and says, hey, this is Razi's mother. I just wanted to let you know that she no longer comes back to Iran, and she's gonna be with me.
Yeah.
And then bye.
Oh my God, I kind of like the stress of like packing your stuff quietly, writing the poems and no one sees, and then finally opening that door, getting out, knowing that you're going to the plane, no one's gonna stop you. And
to be honest, it was very weird. When I left on the last day, I left home, and sometimes when people they look at you differently, they know what's going on. I think he knew what's coming, but he couldn't say anything because he didn't know. And then he said goodbye. I even felt that walls are talking to me.
Oh my God.
You have no idea. Like, I was walking to my grandmother's house because the only people that knew it was my mom's side family. Only my grandmother, 2 uncles and an auntie. That's it. And I was walking to her house. I felt like the trees are talking to me.
What were they saying?
Like, oh my God, Razi, this
What
is
the fuck are
crazy.
you
I know.
doing? Yeah.
You leaving? What about if he finds out,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
until last minute?
yeah.
And then I go to the airport until even my uncle, which is my mom's brother,
Yeah.
he was so scared for me. And he said, I will stay here until you pass the gate. I'll make sure that you are on the plane leaving the
Oh,
country.
that's nice. At least you had someone to support you.
Yeah, I know. And then I left. I went to Dubai for like 9 hours, then to Melbourne here. And
Yeah.
it's funny. The funny part is the other side of the story, which I found a couple of years
Yeah.
later when I came here. My dad goes to my university a day after. And he goes through the security, and he's like, are they back from the trip?
True.
And then the security guy is like, bro, what are you on about?
What-
Exactly. Like, what are you on about?
Yeah,
What trip?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like exam
shit.
time. It was exam
Oh
time.
my god.
And my dad goes like, clicked. He thought my mom is back in Iran because every time she was visiting the country,
you would go.
he didn't let me see her properly.
Really?
So that
That's
was
sad.
the case because he was afraid to lose me, which
Yeah, which
it happened.
and then
It
it's
happened. It
just
happened.
Whatever you're scared of.
I
don't
know
be.
exactly. It
Yeah.
happened, and then it was very funny. So he goes to my grandmother's house, and he's like, "Is Razi here?"
Yeah.
My grandmother says, "I don't know. I don't know where Razi is." I told everyone to tell him, "You don't know anything."
Yeah.
It's like a
Just
movie,
yeah.
honestly. And then he goes to my uncle's store,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Where is Razi?" And then my uncle says, "I don't know." And his brother calls my dad, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Don't look for Razi anymore. Come back
Come home."
There is a letter that we need to read together." I know sounds harsh. I know what I've
Well,
done.
11 years of just being restricted and just.
And I was
being
19 years
forced.
old. To be
Yeah.
honest, when I'm thinking about it, I get goosebumps. I'm like, I
Yeah.
can no longer do this. I was
Anymore.
very
Yeah.
brave.
I don't think you need to.
No, but I was so brave.
Did you
to
go
do
back? Did you visit him ever again?
After 8 years, yes.
After 8 years?
Yes.
How was that? Like, wasn't he like?
Again, I surprised everyone.
He was like, "Stop doing this. Just let us know what's happening."
He was like shocked, and he aged a lot. I
But-
felt
Yeah.
horrible seeing him like that. He's
Funny, when I saw my dad as well after a long time, these people are aging really bad
Yes,
in
I know.
Iran, you know?
and he has no one, unfortunately. So it's literally I'm the only child.
Yeah.
So he loves me in his own way, if you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, like long story short, if you go back to the story, when I arrived to New Zealand, I called him. I said, "I'm here with mom, just letting you know." He was fine,
After a while, it
And
was
a couple of years after, to be honest, I apologized for my behavior.
really. And did he though? Did he say like,
He
"Oh, I'm sorry
said,
as well"?
I am so proud of you.
Oh, that is such a
Because
nice
I have
story.
never been on a
Yeah.
plane before when I left my English. So yeah, I was, studying English in
Yeah.
English institutes in Iran for
Yeah.
like 3 years, but
Yeah.
never knew how it would be like being in a different country, you know.
Yeah.
When I came to New Zealand, it's actually a funny story. We were sitting in my mom's car with one
Yeah.
of her friends, and the lady, she asked me, it was my first Christmas here.
Yeah.
She said, "How's your Christmas going, darling? Do you like it here in New Zealand?" With the New Zealand accent. I didn't
Yeah.
understand what she said. I said, "Merry Christmas to you too." Because, it was like, first of all, in Iran, depends which institute you go. You either learn
Yeah.
American English or British English. So
Yeah. Or Iranian English.
or Iranian.
Iranian English
Iranian
is very
English.
good
I
English.
know. So I would say I learned British English, and I
Yeah.
came here. I went to the English classes as well. So my accent is funny. So I've got a little bit of British, a little bit of Kiwi accent or New Zealand accent, a little bit of American accent,
Yeah.
and I don't have Persian accent.
A little
but
bit you do. A little bit you do.
It depends.
It depends.
Like,
depends.
it depends.
Depends.
But it's
A little
funny.
bit.
Or a little bit of Australian as well sometimes, because I worked for an Australian bank for a long time. But it's funny. I'm all over the place.
I think like Iranians, we are the people who are never proud of our own accent. Like if like French people are like, yeah, that's the French accent. You
I
know,
know.
Kiwi is like, you have Iranian accent. You
People
must
love it
be
though.
Like,
People love it. We don't. People love it.
funny story. I remember how you said like you didn't understand what's happening, right? I was in India back in the day, and then there was this one guy, and then he came up like he's really pissed off, and he was like Sep, you know what happened? Some guy came up to me and he called me lose. Vince means go shod, you know? And then I was like, what do you mean? Like, how come out of nowhere? He's like, he called me loose, bro. And I was like, what did he say? He's like, you look loose today. And are you okay? And then I didn't understand. So I was like, you look loose today. And he was like, no, I'm not trying to offend you. He's like, no, you look loose. Your mother looks loose. Your father looks loose. And then he started looking at me like, what the fuck? And then later on, apparently the guy wanted to say, like, you look tired. Yeah, but he just went, your mother looks loose. Your father looks loose. Your entire family's loose.
Oh my God, this is hilarious.
But yeah, no, it's funny.
Farsi
Like
language.
yeah. But then no, we Iranians, we are the only people, like, we really don't like hearing our accent.
And we try to hide it, to be honest.
We try to hide it. We try to hide from each other as well. Like anytime an Iranian meets an Iranian in a mall or something, the first question they ask each other, Irani boot. Was that Iranian? Yeah, I think it was Iranian. Anyway, like I say, it's like we're not really happy meeting each other.
It's funny. If you see an Iranian, doesn't matter where you see them, anywhere in the world, based on my experience. So imagine I see you that you're from Iran, and I know because of your name. I can say, like, so I'm like, oh my God, are you from Iran? And you keep talking to me in English instead of straight away
Persian,
say hi in Farsi. You don't say it. And I'm shocked with this reaction. And I had many experiences like this. I asked the person, so you're from Iran? They're like, oh my God, yes. Keep talking in English. How's everything going? So you can speak Farsi? And they're like, yes. Okay, man, come on.
Switch the language, bro.
And then I have to say something in Farsi. They'll be like, oh, yeah, They don't want to.
I don't know. It's so bad that...
if you see an Iranian coming, for example, in a mall, as you say, we change direction.
We change direction. Yeah.
Oh my
100%.
God.
Which is so bad. Like, how does it feel to be an Iranian, just in general, especially outside?
I think personally, based on my own experience, constantly I have to prove that I'm from Iran, I'm a proud Iranian.
Oh my God.
It's this constant proving, it's the annoying part, to be honest.
It's so hard. It's like I've been away for 20 years, right? Last time I went, God knows when it was. And every time my friend comes up to me, like I remember last month, some bombing happened and there was some fight going on. In between Israel and Iran. And then my friend just calls me out of nowhere at 8 o'clock in the morning. Bro, is your dad fine? I was like, why? What happened? Like, I don't even know. Bro, Israel just like bombed the shit out of you guys. And I call my dad. And then he's like, I'm sleeping. I'm like, Dad, this is on the news. What am I going to do? I don't even know what's happening,
I called my uncle. I said, is everything okay? He's like, yeah, we are on the queue to get fuel.
Yeah. Anything political happens, just fuel.
I know,
first
thing,
fuel. Which is, I mean, again, like I understand why would people do that. I mean, no judgment or anything. It's just from someone who is an Iranian outside, right? It's just every time like someone says, so how's the situation in Iran? And then they're like, oh, you guys are like this, or you guys are like, I'm like, listen. 2,500 years ago, this was the map. Every Iranian have once in their lifetime explained the 2,500 year of history,
and also the Shah time.
Yeah, the Shah time, and the most important.
You have to. We
are proud of our history and not our present. You know, and that's what really sucks. Every time I'm like, during the Shah, we used to have. This.
It makes sense somehow because the government ruined the country, right?
Yeah.
And then the people are nice.
Most people don't support. They just don't have power.
Yeah, exactly. And then what we trying to tell other people, like foreigners, not non-Iranians, that Iranian people themselves are nice people.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Please do not mix up the government with people.
First of all, we don't even speak Arabic.
I know.
We speak Persian.
I know, something funny.
Farsi.
I know, something funny. So when I came here, I worked many places, right? It's been like over 13 years that I came here 2011.
Yeah.
And the first job I had, I was working like as a volunteer. I was like a teacher assistant.
Yeah.
And the first thing, being a teacher, they ask you many questions, and my English was not that well back then. And then they asked me, "Oh, where are you from?" I said, "Iran." "Oh, so you have camels?" I said, "Yes, we do have camels. Sure, yeah, we
have
but
two
on the desert, not
in the car park,
not in the city. I'm from the capital. I'm from Iran. I mean, I'm from Tehran." And then, oh, okay. Like 10 minutes later, I had to Google find out some photos of Tehran just to show them, and they were absolutely shocked.
You have highways?
Oh my God!
You have got tall buildings.
It looks like New Zealand.
It snows over there.
I know.
It snows.
So you have snow? I thought it's all desert. I'm like, it is desert.
There is parts of it.
Yes, the center of Iran is desert, but you want snow? Like Iran is, I think, one
4
of
seasons.
You can have 4 seasons every day. Like, if you feel cold, go on to the west
one
side
of the
Iran.
richest countries in the world in terms of not just oil, but like fruits,
everything. Literally everything.
The most expensive spice in the world, which is saffron.
Yes,
it's saffron. Just so much of it is exported from Iran as well. This is again us trying to say we are good.
No, it's right to say, oh my God, Iran. No, I mean, like, I am so proud of Iran, to be honest. But at the same time, I'm very happy that I no longer live in Iran. Because of the government situation. And it's very complicated. People in Iran think that us outside of Iran, we have this amazing life. We party every night.
Which literally means someone has shat for us.
Yeah. I know it's a little bit complicated. They don't know. I mean, we have a life here. Actually, I think
we have a tough life, like outside.
We work harder than.
Yeah, you start from zero, basically.
Honestly, I need to say this to Iranians here. Persians in Iran, they barely work. Honestly, go to Iran. They have like this luxurious way of working. Have like 2 hours lunchtime, and like they don't have 9 to 5 jobs.
Really?
Yes.
I've never worked, so I don't even know that.
I've never worked there too, but like my dad worked there. My family and stuff. So you go to like gold stores.
Yeah.
They shut down the store from 1 to 4 at lunchtime.
1 to 4?
Every day, honestly. So it's, and then barely anyone I've never seen, barely people go to the malls before 4 p.m. because it's too hot.
It's too hot outside. Yeah, I know. And we always sleep in the night. This evening is sleeping time.
I know.
Nap time.
After lunch.
Yeah, after lunch is like sleeping time.
Yeah.
We never function after.
I know.
Yeah.
So that's why the 3 hours that they have 1 to 4, it's because first of all they sell gold, so they are richer. And they think they deserve it. So I mean, they barely work hard, to be honest.
No, not all of them. I mean, there are 100% a lot
hardworking,
of hardworking, like in the government sectors. Like my own dad does 2 jobs at the same time. Sometimes you know what I'm saying. So depending on the situation and the thing.
Now these days is a bit crazy too.
Yeah, right now it's like I know most of my friends are like dying over there. Because like just being a youngster, just not having enough money to buy a car, house, while the government is super rich. And another thing that in Iran, the people in the middle class or the poorer class really hate the rich. In other countries, sometimes they look at that aspiration like, hey, I'm getting inspired. I want to be the level of success that you are. But in Iran, you need to be politically connected somewhere to be able to be successful. So if you're not that, no matter how hard you work, you're just not going to get it. That's why millions of people just left the country, and they're making banks outside. They're just like all doctors, lawyers.
Don't get me wrong. Anywhere I was so far, they told me that Iranians are one of the smartest people that they know.
Yeah.
Which is very nice. Every time I hear it, I've heard it here in New Zealand, in US, and Europe, in Canada. Like literally everyone that I speak to, like foreigners, non-Iranians. They say Iranian people are really nice. So smart.
Yeah, and they're very warm as well. Like, I would always super get close to someone and like invite them to my house. Always offer whatever I have. Like,
this is one of the love language for Iranians.
Which
Act
is
of
so bad
service.
though. Like, you know
We
what I'm
love
saying?
to feed
Yeah,
you.
we love to feed you. You're gonna be fed.
Force
Like,
feed you.
yeah.
If you know, like always.
Yeah, and it's not just gonna be food. It's gonna be fruits and then sweets and then.
And if you don't eat it, we get offended.
We get very offended. So if you guys go to an Iranian person's house, just make sure you don't eat for like 24 hours, just because we're gonna feed the fuck out of you.
I know.
You know,
right?
like.
Yeah.
But you know what? Something I've seen. There's a lot of hate between the people who live in Iran towards the people who live outside of Iran. They make fun of them or like the way they speak, and sometimes I get it because it's hard to get out. At the same time, I'm like, the person is literally in your situation and they left, and again, it was tough here. So I just don't understand that. Like, why is there so much hate?
It's complicated. It is,
Yeah.
I would say Iranians are so competitive.
Yeah.
They are. And they want to be the best that they can.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows what we do here. We work so hard. They make fun of us in any way. Like, they make fun of our language. They make, oh, what do you do there? Oh, my God,
Yeah.
Some of them, they can leave the country to have a better life.
Yeah.
The ones that they cannot leave the country and they don't want to try, that's the one they sit in their home and they
have the hate.
hate, put the comment everywhere. You just, oh, so you do that? Oh, fine. And this is exactly the face, by the way, that they make. Oh, okay, whatever. How did you? Oh, okay, you did this. Oh, whatever. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything bad or say, oh, they're jealous.
And not all of them. Again, we're not talking about every
no.
Iranian person. Everyone's mindset is different.
Yes.
It's just like a lot of experiences that I've had
Many
as
of
well.
them.
Many of them.
Many of them.
Like, I went to Iran, like, I don't know, 2018, 2017, I don't remember, for like for 3 weeks. And then this guy came up to me, like, from our family, and was like, oh, you've been outside in Iran for a long time. Let's start speaking English with each other, right? Okay. I said, why? Like, oh, no, I just want to test you and see how good you are. I'm like, why? Like, what do you get out of this? And then I said, okay, cool, no problem. And then we started speaking, right? And I'm speaking fluently, this and that. And then he was like, after like 20 minutes, like, your accent is not that good.
With his accent.
I was like, motherfucker.
With his accent.
Yeah, in his
your
accent
is not
that
good.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, bro, why are you hating? Everybody has something.
Or if you say something, you try to speak Farsi when you're back and they're on the phone with your family and you say something in English, they're like, oh, how do you think how long you've been in there and now you forgot your own language?
Own language? Yeah, you don't like your country?
This is actually the biggest thing that I'm actually so sad about every time it comes up, because for me, myself, some words that I learned it in English. I don't even know the meaning of it in Farsi.
In Farsi, yeah.
So, and then I speak with English people or like English speaking people 24/7.
Yeah.
The only person
like, you're surrounded by them.
Yeah, the only person I speak Farsi is my mom, or if I
yeah.
call back home, like to my friends,
Yeah.
or with you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, with my friends here.
Yeah.
But I speak English literally 24/7. So, of course, I learned some words in English.
In both languages,
When you have no idea, you have to see me every time I talk to my dad. So, like, it takes me like 10 minutes.
Can you do it for us? Like, imagine I'm your dad, okay?
No, I have to. It takes me 10 minutes to put all the Farsi words together to be able to.
So you actually do it, though?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I don't. My dad doesn't understand anything I say.
Yeah, I know. It's like, but no, I'm trying to be very nice.
Yeah.
And because if I say it, he'll like, what?
Yeah.
And so I'm trying literally 10 minutes to put words together to be able to make a sentence.
Yeah. I know. And that's the worst thing, because when you do that, people think that you're pretending to forget the language. Like, the moment that you're looking for words in Persian, and then they're like, I'm like, but this one is, and then they're like,
what was that word
this
in Farsi?
chosi.
Just say what does that mean?
It just show off, but also means fart.
Is. Yeah. I know, but we're not showing off at all. It's it's like them. If you speak Farsi and don't speak the English language, you will lose English.
Yeah, exactly.
And practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
But I don't practice Farsi.
Yeah, I don't,
So-
yeah, yeah.
I don't even read.
I can't even write.
Like,
What, you
it's-
illiterate?
No, but the thing is, I need to start like reading some books and stuff.
Yeah.
The handwriting is okay, but Farsi is pretty full on, very hard language, I would say.
Yeah, it is.
I love language, but hard language.
It is a hard language.
remember.
It's a beautiful language.
It's such a beautiful language.
Talking about the beautiful language, have you heard the new Instagram like poems? Like back in the day, if you would see like famous Persian poets and like singers like
It had
Ebi,
meanings.
Gugush, and all of that. The words are so nice and everything.
Some of them.
Some of them, yeah, well, some of them, but they're nice.
Yes.
And then recently, like this, no, I mean, not even recently, for like past 10 years, I don't think anybody has ever come up where you're like, I was watching this video, I think I sent you as well, like,
Oh my god, the recent
guy,
video,
yeah, he's like,
the one who swears.
what
a
did he
lot.
say? Yeah, he's like, من اگه عاشقت بودم و حرصتو خوردم گو خوردم. Which literally means like, if I
ate
was in
shit.
love with you and this and that, I ate shit. Which literally means I regret it. Like this is a
Yeah, yeah.
Persian saying, like I ate shit means I regret whatever that I've done.
We've got many idioms that
Yeah,
if we want to directly translate it from Farsi to English, it doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense. Like imagine like in his concert, and then he's singing, and then he's like,
And everybody
your
does
turn,
like
and then it
this.
was like go. And then even the way he says it.
Oh, there are
is
many of these horrible
horrible. Yeah, there is.
songs
There
we
is.
have.
But this one I think is like the pinnacle. Like everybody wants to say it, but like no one has sung about it. You
I
know?
don't want to say the word, but some of Tatalu's songs are
Oh,
worse than that.
100%.
It's just like
100%.
not even plus 18. It's
No.
literally plus 30.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like such the contradiction between what used to be in before, where just the poems are so nice and touching and this and that. Now you're like,
Mhm.
your
You
butt
just-
is big.
I think it now these days nobody cares what they
Yeah.
hear. It's only the rhythm that they after. So
Yeah.
which is, I wouldn't say nice, but
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
changed.
this is what the new generation is after.
Yeah, I know. That
Sometimes I feel like I'm too old for this.
It makes sense. It makes sense for some of the people that I would be like, yeah,
Gen Z.
Gen Z, maybe some of them, like not even all of them. But at the same time, it's just like the vocabulary just changed. There's like nowadays a
We
lot
don't
of abuse in
understand
it.
them. We don't understand. Sometimes I speak to them. I don't understand what they say.
Yeah,
I even forget English when
yeah.
I
I'm like,
like, what do you
yeah,
want?
there's like something new that comes up.
I feel like I constantly need to keep myself updated within the new generation.
Have you had an Iranian boyfriend?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have never dated an Iranian girl in my
Oh,
life.
really?
Yeah, I just feel like it would be really funny. No, straight, because I've never been there. So like for me, I've always heard everything in English.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like if suddenly like she's like, like I would die laughing.
Oh,
You
there are
know?
many words.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Like
Like-
for example, in a love language kind
Yeah.
of situation, we say "jigarato bokhora."
Yeah,
means
"Jigarato
I'll
bokh-"
eat your liver.
Yeah. But like if I am dating an Iranian girl and she says like, "Bia busam kon," that's something my mom says. So, I'm not used to
This
hearing it from a girl.
It's
at all,
funny.
because I haven't been with a girl. So
But to be honest,
like
it's
I've been
pretty
with a girl. I haven't been with a Persian girl.
It's pretty diverse. It's actually better because for you it's different because you left Iran very young.
I was 6.
yeah,
Yeah.
very young. So fair enough. But
Yeah.
you can express your feelings better in Farsi, I would say.
Yeah. But I just feel like during the intimacy part, it's just gonna be
I
so
know
funny. Like I'll be
it's fun, but I mean, like any words I would say. So, for example, if they want to pat you, like say, oh, qashangam is like, oh my beautiful. Like it's actually funny if you want to translate it to English. It would be
Yeah.
very funny if
قربون شکل ماهت برم.
it's like I'll
Die for
Die
your moon
for you.
face. Yeah. Which again,
yes.
like I just like again like I feel like I've heard like I can't say this. This is for us. I'm gonna remove this. But like if
Yeah.
something happens and then and then like during the moment you're like like I'm gonna die.
It's gonna be
You
so
know,
like
that's
funny.
the thing. Like
I'm gonna actually I wrote it down here on my notes.
yeah. So let's get into it. We have few funny slangs. stuff
Yeah.
that is in Persian and doesn't make sense in English, but we're gonna translate it and see how it goes. Go for it.
I'm gonna start and ask
Okay.
you a couple of ones. Like, for example, it's like idioms, not.
Yeah, idiom. Yeah.
I say havotu daram.
I have your air.
I have your weather.
I have your weather. Yeah, how? Yeah, yeah.
What
I have your weather.
literally that translate to I got your back.
I got your back. Yeah.
What is I have your weather?
I have your weather. Very weird.
It's so weird. Like, this is like one funny one. The other one I wrote it down for you. It's like kachalam kardan.
Kachalam. Yeah.
They made me bold.
They made me bold, which means like they went on my nerves.
Sort of
Kind
like,
of like,
they
yeah.
stress me out.
They stressed me out. Which, okay, that makes sense. That's
Yeah, like, when you're stressed out, you lose hair.
you lose hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or shotor didi na didi. You saw a camel.
You didn't see.
If
a
you saw,
camel.
you didn't see a camel.
Yeah.
That means literally pretend that you didn't see this. Like, hide it to yourself.
Pedasak.
For the dog.
For the dog. This too though, like pedarsag is cute. Kind of like you can sometimes say pedarsag, you know, depending on your tone.
Yeah.
But like sag pedar, it's literally like an abuse, which is literally means dog father. But it doesn't feel.
It doesn't
feels,
even.
it just doesn't make sense. Kunalakish. What does that even mean?
It's like ass hanging.
Like lose. Like not in place ass.
Oh my god.
Well, how would you like? What does that even mean?
It's like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
Like fuck off.
Yeah.
We have funny. I think every country has.
No.
They do.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think Spanish people have it.
Oh,
though.
yes.
Spanish
That's what I was
people
going to
have
say. Yes.
Yeah.
Spanish people, absolutely.
Yeah.
Their language is the funniest.
No, that is funny.
But pretty similar. I won't say that you have something similar in French or Italian. No. Definitely
Must
Spanish.
be something there. Yeah, but then I mean, yeah.
I mean, like, each language is different.
Each language is different. Yeah.
Like, can we call ourselves bilingual or?
I'm trilingual.
Oh yeah, you know.
I have three
yeah,
languages.
Sure, yeah, 3 languages.
Yeah, Hindi.
I can read Arabic. I can write
you?
as well.
Oh.
Yeah, but I understand some of it.
Yeah.
Because this is thanks to my religious dad.
Yeah. You taught Arabic though in school, right?
Yes, the
as a
12
second
years.
language.
Yes, but
Yeah.
you also study English at school as well.
Yeah.
But I had to learn it, and because my dad was so religious, so I learned it more.
What's the best way to know someone's Persian? Like someone's from Iran?
There is a book.
What book? There's a book? No, I said like
there is
wise.
Yeah, there is a book
What's
about
the best way?
everything, that how you can identify this person.
I think
is
there's only
from
one thing.
What
their,
is
their nose. If it's too good, they're Persian. If it doesn't suit the face a little bit here and there, they're Persian. Everyone has it.
Many factors. So if there is a nose job, they're Persian.
100%.
100%. It doesn't matter if there's a guy or a girl.
I'm gonna get one as well. Like, I'm not even kidding.
What do you think about my nose? I think I need the nose.
I think we need a sponsor. Like, kind of like anyone wants to sponsor us for our nose jobs.
Thank you.
I've broken it 2 times.
The tree.
Yeah, especially from the side when I see my podcast like later.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, that nose looks big.
Do you have a good angle too?
Just front is my best angle. I don't have any.
I've got like this left angle, but your camera is literally on my face.
Yeah,
so I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It should be fine.
Why do you think
we get emails from our sponsors later on.
Yeah.
So thank you, whoever you are from any country. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I'll advertise.
We will come.
Be a model.
Be a model. But why do you think that is? Like, why do you think so many Iranians get plastic surgery?
Well, the thing is, it's different. Mostly, I think Iran is not. It's literally South Korea is the highest surgery rate in the whole world. But Iran, I would say
top 5.
Yeah, top 5.
Yeah.
The reason is not nowadays, but before, because for women, the only place that they can show is their face.
True.
So they had
Everything
to wear
else covered.
scarves.
Yeah.
So imagine everything. They can't show anything. They can't show the body. If, for example, me, I can show the hair, so I'll balance it out.
Yeah.
I'll do a little bit of makeup, the hair. So no one
little bit.
This is who I am.
Yeah.
But no one will notice my nose much unless if I say it.
Yeah.
They will look at my hair.
Yeah.
But in Iran, if you can only show your face, so they try to make it the best. Nose job, lip fillers, a lot of makeup, the lifting eyebrows, and it's pretty cheap in Iran as well to do it.
And people also, people push you to get it as well.
It's so common. It's just you getting your ears pierced.
Yeah. I'm having my nose
everyone they turn 16, 17, they get it done.
They get it done.
They do veneers, composite veneers as well.
What is
that? The teeth.
Oh, the teeth. Yeah, they get like white.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I believe. Please, people, don't hate me for this. The ones with veneers. Yeah. But I mean, like, if your teeth are fine, I would say get braces. If you need braces,
they make it so white.
I know.
It's just white.
It's just like a
donkey teeth.
Actor kind of white situation.
Yeah,
it's
fake
like celebrity.
Yeah, glows at night.
The whiter the better.
Yeah, the whiter it's too much sometimes.
So it's too white and they go tan. So when
like the color doesn't match.
I know, but guys do it a lot.
Girls do it
a lot.
I mean, I want to get a nose job for sure.
Now I look at you at this angle. It's pretty okay.
Pretty okay. That doesn't sound good.
Maybe
this is why people in Iran get. No one says.
Iranians are so judgmental.
Very judgmental. Like this is their example right
here.
No,
it's actually so fun. Like the nose, we don't say. I've lived here long enough to be very polite, and I don't say anything bad to anyone. If I see someone fat or skinny, I don't say a word
nobody shaming
at all. At all. But in Iran, they do it. In parties, New Year's, you go to your auntie's house, and the first thing that your auntie says, "Oh, you've gained weight."
Oh yeah.
And actually, I just want to die. If that's why, literally in every occasion, New Year's, Persian New Year's, you go to your family's house. They say, "Oh, you went bald."
Yeah.
Oh, you gained weight. Oh, you lost weight. Yeah. Oh, your nose is getting bigger.
You look ugly. I know. Oh, you look like you haven't slept.
Oh, you don't have a husband. You're not married yet. Oh, what happened to your education?
Yeah.
Oh,
Natoshi, which means
literally, don't get pickled.
Don't get pickled. Yeah.
I know This is, I think, one of the things about Iranians. They're so judgmental.
They are I could never invite an Iranian friend of mine without having to clean the house before, because I know that they would be like, "Did you see the corner? The dust over there?"
But it's funny. Sometimes they don't say it to your face when they leave.
No, they would just
And the best.
Why are we like this?
Yeah, I know. The best thing is the weddings.
Oh,
so you invite people at your weddings, and I mean, I think most of the Middle Eastern countries are pretty much like that. Yeah. And then a day after, like, "Oh my God, did you see the food? The food was horrible. Did you see her dress?
Did you see?" Like, we always trying to find something that's not.
I think
right.
I would say most of them are perfectionists, to be honest, as well.
I think there's another reason that sometimes we just want to make ourselves feel better.
Just keep the image.
Yeah,
say we are from Iran.
By me
so
finding something wrong in there, I would okay, now I feel good. It wasn't as good as everybody was saying. You know what I'm saying?
I would say so. I don't know why they're like that. I mean, people in Iran are like this more than people outside of Iran.
Oh no, I mean outside. Look at
they learned. I've changed.
They adapt. They adapt. Yeah.
I have changed a lot. Yeah. I used to be very snappy and have low temper. Yeah. Not anymore, because New Zealand is so peaceful.
Yeah, it's peaceful and nice, and there's
they
so much
teach you how to respect other people.
Yeah.
Don't judge other people.
Yeah.
I think I've learned a lot, so that's why I'm so calm, and I don't the judges are still there. Sometimes
that's 100% there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but something really good about Iran, recently I've been on Instagram and just watched the reels, and the advertisements that they have is next level. The humor, some of the funniest people, if you guys ever would watch Iranian reels, you would die laughing. The way they promote clothes, the way they
the
would...
bloggers.
The bloggers
they're
are
so
just...
funny.
I mean, that's the way
and
to
they
make
earn
money,
a lot of
right?
money.
They make good money.
Lots of money.
But it's just... And sometimes they're like them trying anything in Iran nowadays to earn money. Like I was watching this guy. He was like, "Today I'm going to pay every Iranian's retirement money, me myself."
Really?
Yeah. And then like by sending $20 to my account, I will teach you also how to do it. And then there was another one which like had the holy the Quran in his hand. He's like, "I swear on this holy book, if you follow me and subscribe and like," while he's holding the book, right? "You will buy for your wife an iPhone 15 and your girlfriend an iPhone 16.
Oh, there is a new thing going on as well. I don't know. I only saw it in like Persian posts.
Yeah,
So
what is it?
they say, comment this word,
Yeah,
this word if you want the instruction to be sent to you. For example, like you want to play an instrument.
No, that's there. That's like a
But
automated thing.
Yeah,
that,
I know. But
yeah.
I mean, they make you put a comment
Yeah.
in there. Or if you want to
Yeah,
win this, put a comment.
yeah,
This word. I mean, I haven't seen it in different places on the
Yeah.
Iranians, but
yeah. But it's
they
funny
know.
words as well. Like the guy's like, comment shumbul,
I
like
know,
something like that. Like
I know.
comment like the most funniest thing. Like comment iPhone, and
They're
then yeah,
pretty-
yeah, it's so-
Iranian they have dark
Yeah,
sense
no,
of humor.
our sense of humor is really good.
It's not a normal sense of humor. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's dark sense
is
of
dark.
humor,
Yeah.
and we barely laugh.
What? No, we do.
No, we do, but not everything is funny for us.
Yeah, yeah, very, very.
We can. No, I mean we laugh a lot because we're funny ourselves.
Yeah,
Well, not everyone can make us laugh easily.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Like we're so judgmental as well.
Yeah.
Like the biggest comedian that every country likes, like
They
Max
fall
Amini.
on the ground.
Max Amini,
Yeah.
right? The moment you tell an Iranian, "What do you feel about Max Amini?" They're that guy.
To be very honest with you, when I watch other comedians talk or tell jokes, I don't laugh. It's not funny, and people are
Really?
on the floor.
On the floor, yeah.
I can't. It's not funny for me.
But you're like so easy to make you laugh, though.
It is. I mean, if I
If
don't,
it's like-
I don't want to name anything, but I do remember when I was working here, all my workmates or colleagues, how New Zealanders are like funny for themselves.
Yeah.
They used to tell me jokes.
And you didn't get
And
it at all.
No, I didn't get. I was like
The-
staring into their eyes. I said, "Razi, it's funny,
It's
mate.
a joke.
It's a joke. Funny. Laugh."
Yeah.
I said, "Mate, it's not funny.
It's not.
it's-
the way you're saying it, it's not funny.
It's not funny."
It's not
And they cracked up
Oh
every
my
time
God.
I say
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I think that's why I'm saying we have
Yeah.
dark sense of
We have.
humor.
The problem, like something that I've always noticed, an Iranian person would always have something to say about any topic that you speak to. Like there's not a single time that he would be like, "I don't know." Like you say, "Oh, the polar bears are dying in the North Pole." When I was 10, I was like, I was talking to my scientist so and so, and he was telling me due to the changes, absolute bullshit, right? Like they would always have something to say about, and every family that you go to, like if you go to someone's house, like a family get together, within the first 1 hour, men on the side talking about politics. Okay, women on the side talking about makeup. The children are
Not
just
all
like
the
making
time.
out and playing or
Not
whatever.
all the time.
Yeah, well, that's not most of the
Not
time,
all the
right?
time. I'm barely in the woman crowd. It's so boring.
Is it? Well, but like politics, it's like always like on
Yeah.
TV, more everything. I remember when I went to Iran as well. They always used to ask me like, "Seb, tell us the truth." They always start like this: "Tell us the truth. Do you like Iran more, or do you like New Zealand, or like when I was in India, do you like India more? Tell us the truth." And their expectation is for me to tell them Iran. Like they don't want to
Yes.
know the truth. They're like,
They want to hear that you
Yeah.
regret leaving.
yeah. And then that again goes back to just themselves.
And the
making-
conversation starts. Every time you sit down with an Iranian back home, how's everything there? How much do you get paid?
How much? Yeah. That directly. Yeah.
My cousin
Yeah.
asked me that over the phone.
Yeah.
Literally, say 10 years ago.
How much do you get paid? Yeah.
And I said, you know what I said to him? I said, it was nice talking to you. Can you pass the phone to my dad? And then
More
he-
than you. Pass the phone now.
No, I said, can you pass the phone to my dad? And he did. And I yelled at my dad. Oh my goodness. So your nephew just dared asking me this?
How
And
much
he's like,
money
no,
would-
it's okay. It's just a normal question. I said,
no, it's
it
not
is
at
not
all.
normal,
No,
Leah. I
it's
am
so
not
personal.
going to tell
know.
him how much it's, you know, the conversation. That's why I really do not like to be involved in politics at all.
Yeah, no, me too. Me as
Politics and religion are two sensitive
well. Yeah.
subjects that I would not
I don't
want
even
to.
know that much about it.
Yeah,
to
I
be
don't
honest,
know.
like,
Sometimes I don't even know the names of the politicians.
Yeah.
Not even
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't care because, you know, if I wanted to know, I would have been part of the politics myself. I
Yeah.
would go to that direction. But
Yeah.
no, I don't like it.
No.
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 Religion as well, you know. I respect
Yeah.
people's religion.
Yeah.
So whatever you believe, whoever you believe, it's on you. It's not me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if, you know, I have nothing with you. I die, you die. So
Yeah.
we don't care. But yeah, these are the two subjects that I do not want to. But as you say, you're right. You come to Iran, politics is on. It's football
Yeah.
conversation is on. Many
Yeah.
different ones as well.
And I feel like there's so much kindness as well. Like, to be honest, after all the things that we spoke about, which I think we slightly spoke a little bit, kind of like too much difference, but in a negative way, just because of experiences. To be honest, but also there's a lot of positive as well in the. Like the friends that I have, like those nights where four of us would just sit and just talk. Those conversations were just
Here
the
or
best.
back home.
Back in India,
Oh,
with
gotcha.
my Iranian friends, it was just amazing. The fun, the things that we used to do, the way we used to like just be in sync in a lot of things, right? We just all had the same understanding.
I would say Iranian know how to party.
They know how to party for sure, for sure. More like they
How
we
to have
really-
fun.
how to have fun. Our music
Yeah.
and like, you know, a lot of the things. And girls are really beautiful as well. Like even though they get the surgery and everything done, without that as well, they're really good looking. And some of the men, not men that much. Yeah, I've never seen
I
a really
don't-
good looking Iranian guy. You know.
I would. Well, they look after themselves. I would
Yeah,
say.
but then,
if they
like-
don't go bold,
Well, hey, it's like 80% of the country is bald. You know.
not all of them.
I'm fighting right now. Like I'm trying my best to keep this hair.
How's your uncle? Is he bold?
Oh,
your mom.
fuck,
I mean, your mom.
My mom's uncle, no, they have some hair.
Mom's
They
brother.
had
So
had
it goes
hair.
through your mom's side.
Yeah.
If your mom's
No.
brother is not bald, you're not gonna go bald.
But which one?
So if there is one bald in
There's
there,
one- oh,
oh
there's
damn.
like 4 kids there.
Oh damn.
Well, it's fine. There's hair transplant
No,
now for so now
we
I
go,
need a
we
nose
all
job.
go to Turkey,
Yeah, that's
get
it.
our nose done, and the hair
And then get a hair
transplant.
transplant done. So.
Oh, they do everything there. To
This
be
is
honest,
literally the true Iranian thinking. We just bashed on everyone like, oh, they got surgery and all. And then after 5 minutes, you're
we're
like,
gonna go. We
we
book
should
our
do it as
ticket
well.
tomorrow.
We gotta do it ourselves as well.
No, it's cheaper in Turkey if you do
It
that.
is, it
It's so expensive.
By the way,
here.
for the people who get surgery done, we have nothing against it.
Oh, no,
like,
whatever you
could
wanna
just whatever
do,
you want to
yeah.
do, good. Like I'm never saying. I'm not saying
Yeah.
anything. The only thing I hate, don't fucking say that shit is natural. Like, like if someone asks you, just be like, yeah,
Yeah, I've done it.
I've done
be,
it.
Be
Yeah, but if you're
yeah.
coming like
be transparent.
with the
about it.
the mouth like and the
Yeah.
nose and the jaw, and you're like, I just like. I just injected something just here. I'm like, yo, you reconstructed the entire thing.
I respect the ones that they are very honest about it.
Yeah,
and they
100%.
come to you and they're like, yeah, I've done that for sure. Yeah,
done
I'm
it.
like, it's
Totally
your
fine.
body. Whatever you want to do to
Yeah.
it, you can. It's
Yeah.
none of my business.
Yeah.
But the ones, as you say, they lie to your face. No, I'm so natural. It's only my nose.
Yeah.
But bro, I can tell which part of your face is fake.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's
yeah.
just. But going back to the things that you were saying, look is one of the things that you identify Iranians.
Yeah,
Accent is the other one.
100%.
And then the way they dress up.
The way they're so overdressed. Like if you're going to a mall
Always
as well,
dressed.
if you're going to mall, if you're going outside.
You pass from, and the perfume they use.
Oh yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
shower with
Yeah,
perfume.
you can. Someone said
I
it
love
as
it
well.
though.
There was
Don't
a-
get me wrong. I
No,
love that.
which comedian was it? It was like Iranians can never be good thieves, like robbers, like house robbers, because you can smell them. I was like,
From a
yeah, like
corner.
the Armani on that shit. Yeah,
We shower. I shower
yeah.
with perfume.
2 times a day. I like morning and night.
No, I
Another
shower
thing.
with perfume. I mean,
Oh, shower. Oh,
Yes.
oh no, I don't do that. Like
You don't do
four. That's it. No, too much is too much. Also, I'm poor. Another way to identify an Iranian, we will try to calculate the price of anything that we see. So you see, like I'm walking, I'm like, فکر می‌کنین چنده, which was like, how much is this mic, you know? Or like you pass from like a mall that's like huge. How much do you think this entire thing cost, you know?
You know what's funny? We
Yeah.
go to a restaurant, we eat dinner. At the end, we say, "How much do you think the owner earns?"
Or earns, yeah, all the time. Like,
How much do you think?
much?
Like
Yeah.
the owner earned tonight.
Yeah,
with
tonight.
the crowd
yeah,
here.
And then we start calculating it as well. Like, well, the tables over there are still empty.
And we say, oh, what about if they've got
Yeah.
like 10 staff? So if they pay them, but
Yeah,
how much is gonna be left for the owner?
Yeah. And then somehow we come to the conclusion that they don't make that much money.
I know, and we're like, and at the end it's like, it's good. What we do, we keep going on.
We keep going on, yeah. And then
we don't need to buy a restaurant or do something.
You're fine, yeah. Too much hassle.
I think the comparison. We compare ourselves with
a lot. Yeah, I feel like that as well. Like we would always, even like neighbors would always like compare. Like the neighbor would get a car, and the other person would be like, "Oh, you saw them getting the car. Now we gotta get the car as well." Like the comparison is
we're competitive.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I am, but in general, I would say we are. That's why we work so hard to be a better person every day.
Yeah,
to achieve our goals. But
at the same time, it's just we're not enjoying it, you know.
Yeah, we have to just consider it in a good way.
Yeah,
it's good, but if it's not too much, it doesn't come to jealousy, I would say.
And one thing that's good, like, you know, just because we're talking about it, is because it's good to know what mistakes you make as a cultural mistakes, right? Again, I know this podcast might be a little bit too, like, someone watching it like, fuck you both, you know, like, you know, who the fuck are you guys, like sitting in somewhere in New Zealand talking. But I think the point
about us, that we
about us, like we're in Iran struggling, and she's like, y'all don't work hard, you know? So I feel like the only reason would be just like, first of all, we are working our asses here as well, like no one's rich here, like we're all doing like 9 to 5 jobs. And second is like, okay, we do this, that it also includes us as well. It's not like we are any better, but hey, I think us who are outside, the culture is so different that we are trying to change, and I feel like the change is necessary, because if we change, then good things would happen as well, you know. It just becomes easier, and because it's so good when you have Iranian friends around you for an Iranian, because they understand you. At the same time, the people who hurt you the most as an Iranian are the Iranians, you know? So it's just good to be able to change and recognize, okay, I make a mistake like this, and I need to fix it, and I need to fix this about myself. Yeah?
But you know what I would say? I don't know the real population of Iran at the moment, which is considered 80 million, right? Around 80 or maybe more now. And I
inside
in Iran, I'm talking about. In Tehran itself, it might be like 18
to 20.
It depends on a day. 20 million people. When you were there, so you have many options. So your friends, they're coming from either from your school, intermediate, high school, like older friends you can find. So I have a friend who's literally I think we've been friends for 23 years now.
Wow, that's rare.
I know.
Rare.
I know. She is my best friend. But I'm just saying, so you have the option to choose.
Yeah.
So you see the person, so like imagine in a class of 40 or 30 people, you only choose 1 or 2 to be your best friend for life. But when we leave Iran, this is crazy. Because you don't know people that they left Iran, they may be from different part of Iran.
Yeah.
So not everyone is from Tehran.
Yeah.
They might be literally from all over Iran, which is fine, absolutely. But less options for you to choose a friend that matches your vibe. Yeah. But sometimes even myself, you think you don't want to be alone. So you know, you need to have a friend, so you don't care if the person matches your vibe, and you become friends with them, and then it doesn't go well.
Yeah.
But sometimes you find a friend that literally, if you were in Iran too, you would have made a friend. Yeah. So it happens.
Yeah.
But it's rare.
And we are always looking out to find friends. We always want to make
because
friends.
You need
extroverts.
You need friends.
Yeah.
You need someone that will look after you. I mean, like
have your weather.
Have your weather.
They have your weather. You always need someone.
And you will have their weather too.
Yeah, so like weather into weather. Rosie, it's been an hour. Can you believe it?
Wow.
This was fast, eh?
It was fast. I didn't even really notice
fast.
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Closing remarks?
Closing
remarks, like anything you want to say?
Let me see. Thank you so much again for
this was really fun. This was like
I didn't even
we just sat and spoke.
Honestly,
like, you know.
I think we should do something in Farsi later on.
I'm keen actually. I'm actually totally like I'm in it. I want to do that as well. Wait, let me sit properly. Yeah, for sure. I just don't know how people would react. I haven't been in Iran for 20 years, and
that's why it would be fun.
Yeah.
But honestly, thank you for everything.
Yeah,
you are such a hard worker.
No,
he's a talent, guys.
No.
He is like.
They hate me gonna get that comment. Yeah, man, it's
the hate. I mean, like the more haters you have, that means you're more successful. Always remember that. And you've been doing great. Honestly, we are so proud of you. And
no, I'm proud of you as well.
No, honestly, I'm so thanks and so happy to be here. No, we will see.
Yeah.
You may see more of me in Farsi.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We'll set it up for the Persian. I don't know if there will be Persian people watching.
It will be. Yeah. It will be great.
But then that would be funny just to speak and stuff.
And then with the subtitle.
With subtitles as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Just for the Persian community if they like this. But then we'll see. Who cares?
Exactly.
Anyways, thank you all for watching if you did. This was a friendly, cool episode just to get you guys get to know the Persian culture a little bit more. 2,500 years of culture. And during Shah, it was great.
Yeah.
So
rich country.
Rich country. Oil.
We have oil. We have saffron.
Yes, and camels. But not in the city.
We have good food too. We didn't talk about food.
Yeah. Well, we didn't even talk about food.
I know. Next time we will eat
warm
sabzi here.
Yeah.
At the same time. Actually, that would be...
That would be an idea. I like just eating.
We'll pause here.
With like this much rice. And
we pause here and we go to the,
And then we nap after.
That would be
That
funny.
was my closing remarks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next episode.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.